Hi all, small video here on fail to plan to fail. Right. So where do you normally start when you're planning anything? Start at the beginning. You wouldn't just phone up a holiday place and stay silent on the phone, would you? No, you wouldn't do that. You'd phone up and inquire. You'd ask, and they'd tell you what they've got available. So you'd start from the beginning. You'd say where you wanted to go, what time of year. You'd give them the dates. You'd tell them the things like what you need. If you needed like anything like wheelchair access, if you wanted a balcony, if you tell them everything you need. You tell them which area, the destination. You'd ask about the entertainment. That's what you'd want. All these little things all add up. You don't realise planning a holiday is quite difficult. And planning, it just comes natural to some people though. But when you plan a business, it's a little bit harder. But like I say, when you're on the phone to these people and you try to book a holiday, you'd start at the beginning. You tell them when you want it to go, what's the destination, what items you want there, how long you're staying for, when you're coming back. Is there going to be like a transfer, like a bus or a taxi taking you to the airport, the hotel? Is there going to be a jacuzzi there? Or all these things. Same with business. Where do you start? You start off, what kind of products you want to sell. Is it something you really like doing? There's no point doing something that you don't like doing. You've got to do something that you love. So you'd start off with, what am I good at? What could make me money? So you'd start writing it down, and it's a bit like a business plan, but you actually just mind mapping it. So you'd be thinking, right, what products am I going to be selling? How am I going to sell them? Am I going to set up as myself, or am I going to go with a company that can supply them, like a network marketing company like I do? So what you do is then you look at the products, and then you'd think, well, how am I going to market these? What do I need to market them? Does the company provide anything? And so you'd be writing all this down, and you'd be thinking, right, well, for instance, we need bags to put ours in. They do supply bags, but I prefer the bags what fit the catalogs perfectly. So you'd be thinking, where can I source them from? How much is it costing us? How much am I looking to make? Things like, simple things like, what am I going to use the money for? Do I want it to go towards a holiday? Do I want to save it? Do I just want to spend it on nights out? Do I want to buy a takeout at the end of the week?